Okay, just recorded 5 blitz games. Let's do 5 bullet games. Won't talk as much. Will complain more. You know, the usual. I'm gonna try to play a proper English. With like d3, knight f3, b4. Alright, we pre-moved into a tough position. Swap a pair of knights. And just sort of play this like it's a Benko. Or kind of Benoni, look for b4. Build b4 up. Still looking to play b4. If a4, I think I still play it. Yeah, let's just play it no matter what. I do not mind them trading this bishop at all. I don't think they have the pieces to get an attack against my king. I actually think their bishop is often going to be the more active one. But not always, I guess. Let's poke the knight, and also hit the rook, and also hit b7. Yeah, rook a7. Trade a pair of rooks. And then keep them tied down to b7. My c5 pawn actually is doing good work. It's not just I grabbed a pawn. I may have grabbed a useful one. Probably have to take that. But how do they meet queen b6 after? Probably come back to a7, I guess. Didn't see that, but don't I have c6? Because the pawn's pinned. If the queen moves to like e6, I don't have c7. But queen d8 check, followed by queen takes d4. Queen d8 check, followed by c7. That's what I want. I gotta speed up. Going way too slow. Okay. Missed that they had this move. Luckily, I get the rook. Why did I slow down to think last turn? I was trying to be precise, but don't need to be precise. This is bullet. Don't know why I took that way, but alright. I think I was like well ahead on time and totally winning on the board in like this position. And then I took a while to try to find something precise, and that is ridiculous in bullet. You know the Lasker line, like when you see a good move, look for a better one. And then there's the Capablanca retort, when you see a good move, play it. For me, it's like way before you see a good move. Like when you have an instinct that's at all acceptable, it's bullet. You gotta play it. Now let's go for e4. Let's play 2 knights against the Caro-Kann. Ooh. Let's try to sneaky snake them with a quick queen e2 check. And trade queens. And white's just supposed to have this little bit of initiative given the misplacement of black's pawns. Can't say I'm proving it. In fact, I've gotten my rook trapped. Bishop e2. Okay, they gave me a little bit of breathing room. Knight e3, drive out the bishop. Doesn't have a great square. I think I'll take and play bishop c2 and pray. Gotta be careful not to back rank myself. Threaten c5. You can have that pawn. Don't want it. Miss that. Do I win h5? Nope. They have rook f5. Then I might have g4, rook g5, h4. I'm not sure. Okay. Gotta play king f3, I think, otherwise rook e3 check might be annoying. They don't have a check, that's good. Alright, gonna try to... I'm opened up on the other rook as well. Yeah, they didn't see that. Alright, I am enough up on the clock, I should be able to clinch this one. And they don't even have knight checks yet. Let's get all my pieces kind of in safe-ish squares. and just take their stuff. Because up on the clock. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to play someone else. I did talk about sportsmanship recently and said should give rematches, but I feel like when someone is just trying to clock you and is behind on the clock, you have less obligation, though I still should give a rematch there. Alright. This is a gambit line I think I've played a few times before, and misplayed because I don't understand it very well. I think I'm supposed to castle first. I think I want to drive the knight out now. Play e4 while I have the chance. Where does my bishop belong? Maybe d6. Maybe bishop f5 next, controlling e4. Knight d7, come to e5. Look in at d3. Maybe I should have brought a rook to d8 by now, I'm not sure. Let's get it there now. I will threaten checkmate. I have a threat. Damn, they saw it. Okay. I can regain d5. If they take with the knight, I'll take on b2, I think. Ooh. Feels like I should have some way to blow open their king. I don't see it. I'll just step back. Maybe swing my queen to g5 and dream of attacks. Probably bishop e6 at some point with tempo. My rook is defended, so maybe h5, h4. Just got to make sure I don't hang it, because that would be easy to do. Yeah. This is the kind of position where I would. Alright, made a major concession. Just going to defend the pawn. And I'm too slow. I'm always too slow. Okay. Alright, got their queen. Oops. Alright, got them on the clock. Sped up when not speaking so much. It's hard to speak. I liked the position I got, I just then got in time trouble, though I definitely made a mistake here, because they did a nice job of exploiting that this was weak with knight d5. And I don't know what my, breakthrough plan should be. In this kind of position, I feel like I've done a decent job and have a pretty good position, but how do I push it? The answer is maybe I don't have that good a position, because I don't have clear targets. And if they're given a bunch of turns, they can start doing things like knight a4, they have trades they might want to make, and I don't. Interesting. Okay, so knight takes c4, bishop takes c4, b5. Ooh, no, I have bishop h2. Ooh, there's a line with a target. Okay, so there was a way to nicely improve that. I think we're 3 for 3, miraculously, because bullet is very difficult while speaking. See, I'll complain even when I'm winning. We've played e4 and c4, so let's play knight f3. And play basically just a queen's pawn line. They should take on c4 now. I'm going to play e4 if I get the chance. They should still take on c4 and then play b5. Now I quite like white's game. I'm going to play, yeah, very unsubtle chess. But, bring my pieces to the center. B queen g3. Just ask how they defend mate. Now I have dc5 with the discovery on their queen. Interesting. Do I want rook d7? No, I think cb6 first. Ooh, I probably do have to worry about this. Okay, so they're going to get their pawn back, I suppose. I did not see that, they'd get that counterattack. But I'm going to get my rook into d7, and that's a pretty good rook. I don't think I want to take that. I just want my rooks to control squares. Now they have rook c2. I have nothing here. Okay, let's hit b6. Yeah, absolutely nothing. No, don't blunder this. Gotta be able to meet rook c1 with king h2. Down a pawn, down on the clock. Everything I ever wanted. I'm gonna play f4. Try to play this rook endgame. Okay, they got desperate and time trouble. Is that 4 for 4? Could we have a clean 5 for 5 and bullet? That would be a miracle. Ooh, rematch. Let's play Caro-Kann. I feel the f6 pawn is a little silly. Threatening f4. Okay, I'll take it. It's really hard for them to get f-file counterplay because I have 2 pawns. Probably my bishop's just coming back to g6. Yeah. No need to trade. Maybe queen coming to d6. That seems a little annoying for them. My pawns do a great job of preventing their knight from having any squares. Bring my knight to d5 or c4. Gonna contest the e-file. Maybe pick the wrong rook, not sure. Maybe knight f4? Sure. Let's go for it. Threatening knight d3, so they were incentivized to trade. Let's try to improve my pawns. Okay. Ain't afraid of trying to grind an endgame. Are there any ways to get my bishop trapped? I don't think so, but I'm going to try to do it, just in case it's possible. Let's try to make a passer. That's a good move. They should not let me. Not entirely sure what I'm going for, so I'm going to try to play c5, I guess. But I'm just giving their knight a square, so I guess I take back pawn. Okay. And then play g6, so that I can keep my pawns connected. Knight b4. Can I get my king involved somehow? Trying to play f4. Okay, no advance for you. Okay, they prevented that nicely. Still trying to play f4. Then f3. I should have kept my bishop there. Yeah. Ooh, should not have put my bishop there. Yeah, bad moves, okay. I'm gonna try to get stalemated. Nope, there. Yeah, nicely played. Alright, 4 for 5. Didn't get there in the end. Of course, have a very nice endgame around here, but got behind on the clock. I think here I should play just no, king d4 maybe? Because then knight b6, e3, and they can't stop e2, e1. So if I play king d4, c5, I can take knight b6, but I was going too slow at this point anyway. And for some reason thought I needed my bishop to defend e3, but my king should have done it. So bad endgame, low on time. I think the real blame goes earlier. Though, of course, if I was a better endgame player, this is not hard to see. Alright,